So favorite band, musical artist.
I like too many musics.
Okay. Hence why she said 2 to 3 would be even better. She gave you an out.
And what was the other one?
Comedian.
God, who's asking Malika?
And see, no, this is Tanya. And
Tanya,
see, this is why I love
hard.
Tanya. Tanya is freaking awesome.
She makes you think. I need time. Tanya, I need time. I need to get prepared for these essay questions.
No, this is not an essay.
I don't know the bands until I hear it. I'm like, oh, I like them. But I listen to the same music every day.
Right,
I listen to gospel music every day. I listen to Kirk Franklin every day, all day when I do listen to music.
So that's how you have to frame questions like that. If you can't just go to it, then you ask yourself, okay, well, when I get up in the morning and I want to hear music, what is the first thing I'm looking for?
Kurt Franklin.
Boom, Kurt Franklin. All right.
Because it's affirmations. All the songs are affirmations, and
he's freaking talented. Man.
He is talented, and just the words. It's like he's living in my mirror.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new
in the car, he's watching everything, and even with the downside of life, like one of the songs I listen to, I want to believe, but I'm having a hard time seeing past what I see right now.
That's strong.
Yes.
That's life.
That's life. And I like him because of that. He don't sugarcoat shit. He doesn't sugarcoat shit, with it. And it's real. And I think that and then once he gets to the end of the songs, it's like, but you gotta keep going, you gotta keep going, you gotta keep going.
See, John Helm, he nails it. What are you listening to when you're working on Potheads? Again, it's just
I don't listen to music.
But that's what I'm saying is when you have questions like that presented to you, you can't answer it. You just go to your day-to-day life, and then it automatically triggers it.
The music that I listen to when I'm doing Potheads is what Anthony's playing. Usually what Ann is playing, and I'll be in there bopping to it if I like it. I'm like, I remember it because he'll pull up all the old school rap and whatnot, and I'll listen to that. But on purpose, I just listen to the same stuff over and over. Which
is Kirk Franklin. And that's it?
Pretty much. Okay. I tried to venture off when I went to get my hair done a couple weeks ago, and went back to listening to Jhené Aiko. I like Jhené Aiko. I like her. I like, but I get into
Go back. Jhené Aiko. Female?
Yes.
Okay. And then you saying I like her. You need to make a distinction there.
Her, H.E.R.
See, I actually knew that, but some people listening may not know. So
yes,
it's a whole separate person.
Her is a person. H. Yeah. But a lot of those are love songs, and since we used to love each other, there's no more reasons to listen to love songs like that. So I don't need that. I need encouragement.
Up, Rumi? What's good, Rumi? You good over there?
For real. I need encouragement to get through this life.
Oh man. Well, for me, since Tanya asked, okay, so favorite bands, artists, musicians, or what have you. Boney James is number 1, and Brian Culverson might be 1A, if that's possible.
It is.
You know, but
I think so because you like them.
Yeah.
It made me like them, but I just don't listen to them.
Yeah.
But
unless you hear me playing it, you don't go seeking it out. But you don't turn it down if I'm playing it.
Yeah, if you playing, I will hum and sing to it.
Yeah,
or hum to it because there's not a lot of words.
Yeah, there's no words to their songs most of the time. They're jazz musicians. Bonnie is a sax player. Brian Culbertson plays piano, along with other instruments. He also plays guitar and trombone. Dude's so skilled. But those two are like 1 and 1A. But when I wanted to listen to rap, I don't listen to much of it nowadays. But the stuff that I listened to in the 90s, believe it or not, was gangster rap.
Yes, gangster. You listen to a lot of gangster rap.
Gangster rap. And the thing is, that's not my life. None of that's my life. But Compton's Most Wanted, and particularly MC8, and that's spelled EIHT, MC8. He did the song for the movie Menace to Society called Straight Up Menace. And that song, in my opinion, it's like the perfect encapsulation of his style of rap. He is a freaking storyteller of gangster rap. You know, it's some pretty harsh tones in it, but he literally paints a picture with his words. You know, in most rap, going all the way back to the hip hop days, it was loud and we doing this and we doing that. We buying this, we got that. No, this dude, it's let me tell you what's happening on Crenshaw right now. You know, I just got shot at, but I think I'm okay. And I went in the house and talked to my mom's about it, and she's telling me I need to do better. I mean, he's literally telling a story.
Oh.
You know, and then on top of his lyrics, it wasn't just the whole bombastic, bass, rich, heavy rap. He, in Compton Most Wanted and NOTR, I'm not going to say what it stands for, NOTR, they had a different composition style. They were taking synthesizers. They were taking strings and violins and like symphonic stuff and putting it into rap. But not just rap, gangster rap. So if you listen to Straight Up Menace, you know, the first line is, wake your punk ass up. The very first line is, wake your punk ass up. But then a violin comes in.
My pops is gone and that ain't no good. Got to follow in the footsteps of the homies from the hood. And was the role model. Niggas putting boot in my fucking baby bottle.
And it pauses. You know, it's so brilliant. You know, I love MCA is hands down, but I still like Ice Cube because Ice Cube is underrated, highly underrated. So comedians wise, and this is why I like Tanya, because Tanya, number one, Tanya likes a lot of the same stuff that I like. Ooh, looks like the stream. I hope y'all are okay in the stream because this one screen over here says it wigged out.
Can't open page.
I'm gonna refresh there. Hopefully it's going. Anyway, I like Tanya because she likes a lot of stuff that I like. She's good people. And then I also see some of the stuff that she supports. You know, she puts her money where her mouth is. And she supports a lot of the stuff in Black culture. You know, and I dig it. You know, she
Who's her comedian? Do you know who her comedian is?
I don't know of her favorite, but I know of one that she likes, and she likes Alonzo Bowden. Do you know Alonzo Bowden?
Not by name like that.
I love Alonzo Bowden. He's this big, bald-headed black dude, but his delivery is so matter of fact and just sort of you are an idiot.
Oh.
And he gets into political stuff. You know, and so he walks into a room and he can take over a room. He's so sharp and swift with his tongue. He's not my favorite, but I like Alonzo Bowden. But anyway, my favorite comedian. It's really hard. I can't say Bernie Mac is probably the top of the list. If he's not number one, he's 1A. But Bernie Mac comes to mind. Because I like a lot of comedians.
I mean, just say Def Comedy Jam. That's my comedians. I really like.
I can't say that because I didn't like all of them. But I like Bernie Mac and I like Chris Tucker.
I like them on Def Comedy Jam.
You know,
was there other people on there?
Yeah, there's a bunch of it's a bunch of them, but I didn't care for all of them. You know, I like Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac. I like some more. Kevin Hart. Yeah, Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I like Kevin Hart.
Yeah, so that's probably my tops there. And the Kings of Comedy filmed in Charlotte was awesome. Yeah, I remember when that happened. I wasn't there.
It was filmed in Charlotte once?
Yeah, it was filmed. It was the one that's put out was filmed on Tyvola in the Coliseum.
Didn't know that.
You didn't know?
I didn't know it was in Charlotte.
Yeah. Yeah, it was on Tyvola Coliseum that no longer exists. I think Tyvola Coliseum is a bunch of apartments now.
Wow. So it's just the one?
Yeah. The original Kings of Comedy, the one that they put out on tape, DVD, whatever.
What year was that? Do you know?
Year, I'm going to guess, let me think, 98? Nope, 97, perhaps. All right. Live chat, let me know. Live chat, let me know. There's going to be a slight delay, but I'm looking for it. Y'all can look it up real quick. But I think it was like 97, 98-ish. But of course, I could always be wrong. But yeah,
Maybe.
those are my favorites.
Could tell I didn't care what was going on at that time, I guess.
I didn't necessarily.
I watched them.
That didn't necessarily mean I cared. It's just I was actually aware of it.
Or maybe I should say